sincerity. Let's get the incense popping so we can have all of the elements popping. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. Okay, we have the earth, air, fire, and water elements present. Hello, hello. Let's get these cards up. Bonjour, bonjour. I shared an invite. That must be something they did automatically. I don't remember doing that. But hey, welcome. Tap the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Give me a couple minutes to get up in here, as I always do. What's up, homies? What's up, YouTube? Feeling an anxious energy in around. What's that about? A little bit nervous energy. Okay. Yeah, I got about 2 more minutes. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Tap the screen if you're watching from TikTok. Let me try to write this legibly. I think it's legible. Let me see. What's up, YouTube? Hit that like button, homies. We do have a channel today. I am gonna do three readings today, 3 personals. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Hey, Kels. I don't know what this is I'm feeling. At first I felt anxiety. Now it's not like a hold, but it's like a pressure, a throat pressure. Some of y'all might have throat chakra blockages. Some of y'all have some of y'all feel spirits and you don't understand that that's what it is that you're feeling. You're attributing it to your own bullshit, like whatever you got going on, and it's not even that. You're feeling spirits. But okay, let's get into it. What's up, girl, boyfriend, they, them? How y'all doing? Well, I hope. It's your girl, Sid from Savy. Hi, and welcome to today's reading. If you all are new here, hello and welcome. If you are not, welcome back. Please make sure that you do the things like the video. Say hello in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe. Notification bell on. Set it to all. If you're watching on TikTok, tap the screen. Follow me. Looking for personal readings, you can book at SavyCynthia.com. That's the only place that you could book. I don't reach out. I don't slide in DMs. I don't do none of that. If you want something from me, you come find me. I don't come looking for you. I don't slide in DMs. That's really ghetto, scammy behavior, and we don't do that over here. All right? So, if you all are looking for personal readings, a chance to win one, you can stick around to the end, guess a number, and it might be you. I mean, I don't know. But let's go ahead and get into the reading. Let's get into the channel. So the channel is very interesting. Some of you all identify as chosen ones. Some of you all have a relationship with your ancestors and the spirits that surround you, and you understand what your purpose is and why you're here, and you are a confirmed chosen one by your spirit team, okay? Pero like, some of y'all don't even know, and I think that's why I'm getting the feelings that I'm getting, this anxiety and this throat chakra like pressure. There are people either watching this or people that you all are connected to who need to be awakened, who are awakening, and they have no idea what's happening to them, okay? The channeled message says, we have all of your justice waiting. And then they were laughing. We need 4,000 more to awaken. 4,000 to believe in their own power. And then we will give you our justice. So, like I said, there are some people either watching this video now or going to find this video at some point, or people who are directly connected to you who are experiencing an awakening and they're not really sure what it is that they're experiencing. They're thinking that it's some human things. They're thinking that this anxiety is anxiety that's derived from their human situations, and it's not. They think that the pressure that they're feeling on their throat or on the back of their necks or when they're going to sleep, these spasms or like pressure on their back, on their chest when they're going to sleep, they think it's all human things, and it's not. It's superhuman. It's paranormal. It's spiritual. All right. Hi, Yolanda. Thank you. So let's go ahead and tap into this. If you know someone who's experiencing this, have a conversation with them. Perhaps lead them to this reading. If it is you, listen up, buttercup, because it's time to awaken. All right. So what is in the center of this reading, spirit? What is in the center of this reading? What is it that this collective needs to hear right now? What's in the center of this reading? You're experiencing this? Period, Brittany. Stick around. What's in the center of this is the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is imbalance, feeling off center, feeling like your footing is not quite sure. Okay? Some of you all are feeling imbalanced and you don't even understand why. All right? This can be affecting your health as well. You may be feeling like, eating too much or not eating enough, sleeping too much or not sleeping enough. And like I said, it feels like you're tying what you're experiencing to human things because you don't understand that it's not a human thing, that it's a spiritual thing. So you all are feeling super imbalanced right now. What's crossing this, spirit? Now, when I say I don't be making this shit up, when I say I don't be making this shit up, thank you for the confirmation, spirit. Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning in spirituality. This is spiritual initiation. The reason why y'all are feeling that, what's crossing this imbalance, yo, that's so crazy. Pentacles energy is about physicality. It is about, you know, your physical body. in your physical body feeling imbalanced, while Cups energy is about your spiritual body. What's literally crossing this feeling of imbalance is a spiritual upgrade, is a spiritual awakening. Like, when I come into these readings with these messages, I don't be making this shit up. And the cards confirm it every time. I love that. Thank you, Spirit, so much. What's at the root of this, Spirit? What's at the root of this? Tap that screen for me over on TikTok. Can y'all tap on YouTube? I don't know. Y'all can like it. Anyways. Three of Cups. What's at the root of this is Three of Cups. This is about community. Some of you all are being led to spiritual community. I think that's why when I first came into this, I was like, this could be about you or someone that you know. Because I do feel like like you're not just out here by yourself. Whoever this is for, you're not just out here by yourself. There are so many people connected to you on a spiritual level. Like Soul Tribe is so near. Which is interesting because for a lot of people, me for example, when I awakened, I wasn't surrounded by people who understood what I was going through. I wasn't surrounded by people who I could consider Soul Tribe. My besties are my soulmates for life. Those are my wives. But this is something that everyone's not going to understand. And you know, one of my besties did understand to an extent, but she also wasn't experiencing what I was experiencing. Okay. So some of us, we went through this kind of alone. We had some support, but not necessarily the spiritual community that we needed. Some of us ended up in spiritual community and they were some fuckboys. Like they were on some other type of time. But now we're in a position where we have reached a specific level in our spiritual growth, and we can provide, we can become that spiritual community that they need. So if this is what you're going through, you're surrounded by spiritual community, whether you're aware of it or not. If you've already gone through your awakening, if you're already aware of who you are spiritually, you are meant to be community to those who are awakening or who have yet to awaken. Okay? Come through, Spirit. Come through. Tell me about the recent past for this collective. Recent past, we have the Temperance energy. The Temperance energy is the energy of patience. It is an energy of healing, and it is an energy of alchemy. Okay, so in the recent past, I feel like a lot of this collective, it just is par for the course. It just comes with this shit. Have gone through so many trials and tribulations that we were meant to overcome, that we were meant to alchemize, that we were meant to transmute in order to create balance. That was a character building situation. That was giving you the experience that you needed to be someone's mentor, to be someone's guide through this, okay? We're going to clarify that for sure. Let's go ahead and do that now. Spirit, clarify the Temperance energy in the recent past. I feel Spirit so heavy in this house right now. Clarify the Temperance energy. Hermit energy. Hello. The dark night of the soul. The search for truth. So many of us, like I said, it feels very much that I'm speaking to two collectives, those who have been there and who are meant to be the leaders, who are meant to be the guides, and those who are just now awakening or haven't yet awakened and are having a difficult time understanding what they're experiencing. This message here, the recent past, in part, it is for those of you all who have been there, who have had your experiences, who have had your awakenings already, who have had to walk through the dark and seek and seeking for truth. Okay. You all have gone through your hermit mode. You have gone through your periods of alone time, your loneliness, because you're never really alone when spirit's around, right? Thank you for the roses. Tell me more about this, spirit. So some of you all have gone through your dark night. If this is for the new people, now this is definitely for the people who haven't quite figured out what's happening yet. For those who are just now awakening, as I clarified that, they gave me the Eight of Swords. So like I said, some of us, we've been through it. We know what it is. When the hermit mode hits, we're like, oh shit, spirit putting us through another lesson. There's something here that we got to learn. Okay, we got to be in this solitude. What is the truth that we need to seek? What is the truth that we are here to find? But for those who are just now going through it, for those who this is their first time, they're in this dark night, no map, no experience, no idea why they're here. This is a suffering that they're going through. A suffering, okay? They're feeling trapped. They don't understand how to play the game or how any of this shit goes. They don't know that the purpose of all this is to enlighten them. Is to guide them through the darkness to the truth, to the light. So they out here in the dark, feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling frustrated. I'm feeling one of the newbies. One of the newbies, I'm feeling y'all's energy is very sad. It's very anxious. It's very fearful. This is why those of you all who have been through it are needed. This is why those of you all who have been through it need to be a light in the dark. Need to be a mentor. I want to say do so with discernment. Do so with humility. If you are being placed into someone's life right now as a guide, do so with discernment. Do so with humility. Do so with gratitude. Don't get into ego. Don't be on your I know how to get through this shit. I've been through all this shit before. Let me tell you, do so with grace. Understand that they have not been there. Understand that they're not going to know how to navigate like how you now know how to navigate, but you didn't know how to navigate it at first. You was a hot ass mess the first time you went through a dark night. It was a hot ass mess. So give them grace. When they pull back and they start doing some of the shit that spirit was trying to pull them away from, give them grace. Because you was a hot ass mess too. Just like they was a hot ass mess. Or like they're being a hot ass mess right now. Lead them with kindness. Don't look down on them. Don't look down on them. Hi, Black Lion. Hey, Nani. So, what's the potential future for this situation? Ten of Wands energy is the potential future. Okay, so the potential future here, Nani. The potential future here is being able to lay down a burden, being able to release oneself of a hardship. So if you are currently going through this, understand that it's not forever. Understand that it is a lesson. Understand that it is part of your elevation. If you've already gone through this and you've been sent to help somebody through it, be the one that helps take some of these sticks up off of their load. Talk them through it. Help them through it. Help them understand what this is all for. Help them understand that they don't have to do it alone. So many of us have had to do it alone. So many of us, even before my generation, our mothers and their mothers have had to do it alone or had to do it in secret. Hazel, people live here. It ain't just us. Clarify the Ten of Wands for me a little bit, Spirit. Page of Wands. I love that. And I'm kind of seeing, like, as you help them lighten their load, as this is so many thoughts, okay? As you help them lighten their load, you are to also help them understand that in spite of the hardship that this seems to bring on, they're also, Spirit saying, being handed down a mantle. They're needing to understand, what is this? Is it a Star Trek reference? Is that Spider-Man? They're also needing to understand that with great power comes great responsibility. But I feel like they don't understand that they are being handed down great power. So it is your job to let them know, like, what all this spiritual awakening comes with. What all it comes with. Yes, it comes with burdens. It comes with hardships. It comes with tears. It comes with healing that is insanely hard, that a lot of people run from. I talk about it in my book, Black Lion, one time. But it also comes with sovereignty. It also comes with, you know, taking back your power, not giving your power to something outside of you. It also comes with realizing that you are not limited in the things that you're able to do, the things that you are able to create. To awaken means to awaken to your potential, the power of your soul, and your purpose. Being awake to your purpose comes with spiritual protection. I just keep going back, like they keep taking me back to just like the energy of like our first time awakening, the energy of like that first dark night of the soul. Like, ooh, they said it's like being born. It's like being born, but consciously. There is a level of consciousness when we're infants being born, but the dark night of the soul, it's like being born as an adult, and being aware of what this world really is and what it really means. When you were going through your dark night, you understood the heaviness of this world. And I feel like Spirit just really wants you to go back to that so that you can navigate this with this person with some kind of empathy. The ways in which these dark nights show up, a lot of times it's like through relationships, it's through, you know, breakups, it's through disappointment. And a lot of times it's easy for people to be like, you know, you crying over that person, don't be a dumb bee. Shut up, Black Lion. He said placenta as an adult with a vomit face. But it's a lot of times it's easy to be like, oh, well, so-and-so's a dumb bee. I don't know why she keep going back to him, or why he keep bothering with that girl. He knows she a hoe. Like, whatever. Like, but no one accounts for the fact that, you know, these people have built connections with these other people, that these people have versions of these people that they thought, you know, they knew, and their whole world as they know it is being dismantled. It's not just about, you know, being a dumb bitch or, you know, there's so much more to a situation than, you know, from the outside looking in, what it looks like. And it's easy to say, oh, you dumb, or you gonna keep crying over them, or why are you wasting your time, and not really realizing that it's not just the loss of a person. It's not just the loss of a job. It's not just the loss of a friendship. It's a loss of a whole reality. It's the loss of a whole reality. It's literally falling apart. Spirit showing me like glass breaking and falling down. Understanding that things are not as they thought, as they experienced that. And a lot of times we're wondering if our experience was really true. Like, was any of it real? And that's what sends us spiraling into the tunnel that is the dark night. So Spirit really wants you to stay grounded in the very first time you had to go through a dark night, as you're being led to help this other person. Empathy is the name of the game. What's the expected future here, Spirit? Seven of Pentacles is the expected future. Evaluating the loss. Evaluating the loss. Realizing whether or not it was worth the effort and the time, the energy that was placed into it. Spirit said not even that. It's not about evaluation. It's just about observance. It's just about observance of what was. This person, if this is not you, the person that you're being sent to help is going to be placed in a position where they have to just observe the situation after the fact, like recall it and just look at all the pieces. If this is you, then you're already experienced. You already know about the evaluation phase, and it's not really about evaluating as much as it's about just observing, taking the lessons that you need to take from it, to move on and to gain some type of balance. Two of Pentacles are behind her. Clarify. Two of Pentacles just flew out of my hands in reverse. Like, bro, Two of Pentacles started the reading. I pointed out the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, and then the Two of Pentacles clarified it in reverse. What this person is going to realize, or what you're going to come to realize, is that the situation was imbalanced anyway. This seems to be a lesson. This dark night in particular is going to be a lesson in value. Realizing that a certain person, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, friend, mama, daddy, whoever, job, didn't value them, didn't reciprocate their energy. And that seems to be a big part of everyone's spiritual awakening or their dark night. Realizing that as a chosen, the way that you love people is so fluid and so selfless and abundant and without borders, that people start taking advantage of it. And people start expecting that kind of love from you, even if they have no intention of reciprocating. This person, or you, if you're going through it again, is really starting to realize that there's not very many people who they associated with, who they called friend, who they called lover, who they called family, that actually loved them in the same way that they loved. And that is the thing that is shattering. That is the glass breaking. That is the world changing event for them. That's the thing that pushes them through this dark night, realizing that they're not loved in the way that they love. Okay. So let's get the status of the collective here. What is my collective status here? Okay. King of Pentacles, King of Wands, Mastery. So definitely, this is definitely giving me that mentor versus mentee energy, because here you are already in a state of mastery, mastering stability, mastering health, mastering manifestation, mastering your power, showing up as two kings. Okay, so this is definitely giving me that you've gained a level of mastery and you're here to help the rest. You're here to put a hand back, to pull up those who are barely awakening. Okay, what's surrounding my collective? If it's pages, I'm gonna scream. What's surrounding my collective? Four of Swords energy with the Eight of Swords energy. Okay, so the Four of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Swords both in reverse. Four of Swords is that restlessness, that overthinking. And the Eight of Swords is the energy of freedom, of release. Okay, so what's surrounding you is how to help free, how to help release someone from the cage that they've put themselves in. Okay. Let me help you out, Chris. Don't distract me while I'm out here trying to give the collective a message. Let me go ahead and put that in subscriber mode. My bad, TikTok. The riffraff be riffraffing over here on YouTube. But yeah, so the energy that's surrounding you is like being very thoughtful, very like maybe in your head looking for a solution of how to help this person become free, how to help them, you know, get outside of this imprisonment that they have created for themselves, how to help release them from the binds of the dark night. Clarify that. 10 of Cups energy. This is soulmate energy. That's soul family energy. That's happily ever after. How to help get them out of their head and into a space of, ooh, the first word on the card is belonging. How to help them feel like they belong. How to show them where they belong. Show them that you are like soul family. That they, whoever this is, like most chosen, they have probably spent a lot of their life feeling on the outskirts, feeling like, even if they were included, just so different that they kind of excluded themselves. Like, even if they were a part of a crowd or popular or whatever, they always just felt on like the outskirts of popularity. Some of them just weren't popular at all, and they just felt like on the outskirts of like friend groups, on the outskirts of community, even within a family. Big black sheep energy, you know how we get down. So whoever this person is, like going through this and meeting you and having someone who can relate to them helps them feel like they belong. And I think that that's why Spirit made it so that I had to thoroughly explain to y'all. I know it was like drawn out, but that I had to thoroughly explain to y'all about having empathy and about going back to the state of mind that you were in when you were going through your dark night, and just like not making them feel like stupid for how they're feeling, or, you know, them being hurt by certain people. Like, you are here to help them feel like they belong. When I first was on my spiritual journey, my first major initiation, I was sent spiritual spirit guides, like not humans, just in spirit. And I kind of just feel like for what is needing to happen with this collective right now, they don't have time for that. They don't have time for you to be trying to figure out, like, am I tripping? Why do I keep on seeing this particular person on TV, on the internet, in my book, like whatever? Like, they don't have time for that. They're like, here's a human. We need a human to come talk to this girl, because we don't have time to be trying to give her signs and angel numbers and all that and spiritual spirit guides. So they're bringing you in human form. They're not using any of the spirit guides that's already over there. Maybe at another point in time. But right now, they need to get these people awakened quickly, and they're sending humans. Okay? What's in your mind and emotions? This could be them. Could be you. Take it how it resonates, but it's the Five of Cups energy. Crying over spilled milk. Sadness. Regret about the past. Focusing on what, is behind instead of what remains. There's still 2 cups here. She's looking at 3 cups. Crying over 3 cups. There's still 2 cups left standing, full of whatever it is that she needs. Okay? So that may be the energy that this person is in. Some of you all might be thinking, like, why are you still worrying about, like I said, that's why Spirit wanted me to, like, express to y'all the importance of just being kind to them. Because it's easy, like I said, to be on the outside looking in and being like, why is she tripping over this motherfucking cheating ass? Like, why is he worrying about that fake ass friend that slept with his girlfriend? Fuck both of them. Like, it's easy for us to be like that on the outside looking in, but y'all gotta understand it's bigger than just the relationship. It's their whole entire world has crumbled. Lost a friend, lost a girlfriend, lost the image of life that they thought, lost future plans, what they thought the future was gonna look like. You lose so much more than just a relationship when you lose a relationship. Plans go down the drain. Fantasies, dreams, they go down the drain too. Certain people react to your situation a certain way, and sometimes you don't expect for them people to act that way. Sometimes people that you love and trust take their side. People that you love and trust believe them, don't believe you, even if you're telling the truth, even if you're victimized. Like, so many things happen when a relationship is lost. It's not just the relationship itself. So again, Spirit is saying, yeah, we know what's up. We know why they're experiencing this, but they don't. This is their first time. So be easy on them. Clarify the 5 of Cups. Remind them that they still have plenty of life left, plenty of opportunities left. Ace of Swords. Look, Ace of Swords is the double-edged sword. This is about how you communicate. On the one hand, you can be direct and truthful and blunt with it. I mean, the message gets across. Or you can be kind with it, be empathetic with it. As long as the truth is spoken. Like, does it have to be harsh? Can you let them know that what's happening is for their highest good without being harsh? Can you let them know that they're a success, that this is a beautiful thing, even if it doesn't feel like it right now? Without being harsh? Can you help them see the light without blinding them, without flashing the light directly in their eyes abruptly and aggressively? So I don't know, maybe you're like me, and after so much of, so many lessons, after so many ups and downs, after so much, like bullshit on the spiritual journey, it's just very easy to be blunt, and it's very easy to forget to be kind, forget to be a little bit more empathetic, forget that people are not going to be as, their skin is not going to be thick as yours, because they haven't gone through all the cycles that you have gone through. All right, what's the outcome here? King of Cups. Come on. And both. This is for you both. Bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles, working together, collaboration, teamwork, and elevation, promotion. But I kind of feel like the King of Cups is for you both. For you, this might be like your last test. This person, even though it seems like you're supposed to be a guide to them, it kind of feels like you're supposed to, like it's a test for you, because you already showed up as the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. And now, like, here's the King of Cups. So the only king missing is the King of Swords. And I feel like that's because you're already on that type of time, that direct, that brash, blunt kind of energy. You already on that. You're already on that. You've already reached the level of mastery with the other two elements. And like for you, this kind of feels like a test. Like, we know that you can be direct. We know that you could be, you know, fair and just. We know that you've mastered manifestation. We know that you mastered like balance and stability. But have you mastered empathy? Have you mastered kindness? Have you learned how to navigate from a heart space? So this might just be like a test for you as well, and opening your heart and navigating things with emotional intelligence. It's easy to judge. It's easy to come down on someone when they're going through a hardship, and not necessarily come down, but just to be like so harsh, like fuck them, like girl, let's move on from this, instead of, even if that's how you feel, even if that's what you want to say, instead of just being like, so what do you need? How can I help you? What will help you heal from this? How can we move on from this? How can I support you? So while they carry this reading like you were a mentor, you are also a student in all this too. Very cute, Spirit. Very cute. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some oracle messages. I had to find another notebook. Okay, so for the oracle, we're going to put it at 42.54. All right, and let's start with the crystal spirit. What is the crystal spirit for this collective? Wanna get drunk in the back of the car with you. Okay. The crystal spirit is the Dalmatian stone. Now, that came out the last time too. And I've noticed that even with the daily energy, same like cards are coming out. So whatever lessons you've been experiencing lately, or whatever energy you've kind of been in, spirit kind of wants you to marinate in it for a minute, for whatever reason. There's something that you're supposed to be taking from whatever it is you're experiencing right now. Okay, so make sure y'all can both see this. Can you see? Y'all can see. YouTube, you can see. All right. It'd be the light for me. All right. Oh, sorry. Sorry, TikTok. I don't know. Anyways, playfulness, childlike joy and enthusiasm for life, absurdity, humor, and laughter. Watch children playing and you're watching them learn. Serious though life may seem at times, Dalmatian stone spirit is calling you to embrace the absurdity of the world, to laugh and find humor in the everyday experiences that might otherwise frustrate you. All of us are here to learn, and laughter makes it easier, and sometimes even makes it stick a little better, for it can help you write a funny story to tell again and again. Remember that time? Boy, did I learn my lesson. Now is a good moment to crack a joke, to break the tension, and remind yourself that alongside trouble and hardship dances the spirit of playfulness. This is not a time for trudging or marching, but for skipping. Sing a song, make a goofy face, and recognize that the conscious universe throws you off course at times to remind you that surprises can be gifts from the invisible realms. Dalmatian Spirit Stone is calling you to lighten up and open yourself to playing with the possibilities. Who knows what you will discover when you join in on the fun? The conscious universe is here to not to trick you, but to help you, for you are deeply loved. So, like, Spirit is asking you to help them find the light in all of the darkness of the dark night of the soul. Like, thank you, Kim. Like, helping you find the hi Leo, helping you find the light in the darkness that this person is going through, helping them be more joyful or playful and not get so down about what it is that they're experiencing right now. Okay. I kind of felt like I needed a vampire. I saw the vampire deck as I was reading that. And I think I'm going to do the modern witches today. Not the modern witches, the witching hour oracle. All right, so two of them flipped: reason and redemption. Oh, interesting. Okay. 15 and 20 may be significant for you. And that's just Juju being crazy, mama. All right, so this is the vampire. Can y'all see over there on TikTok? Ain't she cute? She's so pretty. I love this deck. All right. And it says, listen to advice, think clearly, and intellect. Le vampire speak. I am the one who comes to you now, so you can see clearly. You feel others have had problems in this area, but if you simply think positively and send out waves of love, the way will be cleared. But no, this is not how this particular power works, my friend. There is an obstructive force around you at present, one that will not allow you to pass unless you strictly meet all criteria. This force, in the form of a person or institution or corporation, requires you to do everything that is required to pass through the gates. How do I know this? I am one of them, and I have been one of them, and I will continue to be the gatekeeper for many activities. I am a queen, and I choose who enters the gateways of immortality into my realm. And for all those who dare to climb the path to my lair, there are many who are turned away, and they are the fortunate ones. So although you may consider yourself to be more charming, more well-liked, able to convince others, and worthy of inclusion, there is tedious paperwork and criteria that must be met. And we vampires have this too. You must do everything perfectly if you wish to pass the test and gain what it is you seek. This card is likely to come up for you, mortals, when dealing with large companies and government institutions. Once it was the church who controlled. Now it is the people with their pens and paper, their digital records, their officious ways. This card will come to you at tax time. Will come to you at tax time, or when you must take pen to paper and fill out a form of endless length. I am the vampire who warned you of contracts, who asked you to read and read again the agreements you sign. Do not consider yourself different or better than others, for when it comes to matters like these, we are all subject to laws that are tedious at worst and punishing at times, and cruel at others. How cruel, you may wonder? Think of immigrants waiting for the signature so they can live in a new land. Think of the mother who must rely on the form going to the right department so food can be found for her child. The list goes on and on. There is a cruelty to the faceless conformity of bureaucracy and to the negligence that can stifle your plans and sometimes even threaten your very future. Take care, be aware, and do everything as if you were riding. It was your soul you were selling. The blessing. Your mind is powerful and will be used for your soul's highest purpose. Accept excellent advice and see the results this can bring. The curse. Fear of accepting advice that seems almost too sensible. A belief that nothing is easy. Panicking and being overwhelmed with details and paperwork. Feeling you have no one to turn to. To work with this card, time to sit calmly and clear your mind. Then begin to work your way through the detail of a dilemma. There is a person about you who is able to advise you. Please ask them for their assistance and listen and act when good advice is in. Yo, I literally said that y'all were somebody's guide in all this. And this card literally said, somebody can help you. Take their advice. So, confirmation. And the second card, redemption, number 20. Hi, Dana. Here we go. Redemption. This is the vampire of redemption. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she beautiful? All right. And it says absolution, forgiveness, penance. Vampiric creatures in myth and legends are rarely sorry for their actions. But you do not know how sorry we are for so much of what we have done. Penance is a kind of healing. So when this card comes to you, you're being shown clearly that you need to feel the relief of saying sorry. This penance is not made to burden or punish the self, but to relieve the self from negative impact of imbalanced action, thoughts, or words. It hurts us when we hurt another. It is a form of self-abuse to indulge in the momentary urge for spite or selfishness or greed, because you will pay for that over and over. And you resist the apology you do, for we have seen it. You fight the need to say, I can do better, for you can. You truly can. And to admit to such is not to take blame or to be made wrong, for anyone wishing to do this to you is not a pure soul. But for you to recognize a misdeed and to affirm you are better than that by saying, I am sorry. This is a humble, beautiful, strengthening thing. To say sorry is to be redeemed from the self-hatred, the judgment, and the silent criticism that otherwise repeats throughout your mind. Be what you are. Sorry. Repent, but do not punish yourself. Be sorry for the right reasons. This is not sorry for being human, for loving, for making a mistake. It is sorry for hurting another who expected that you would be your best self. And what that best self is what you must decide and aim to become. The blessing, being able to say sorry. To say sorry and take responsibility will lift any burdens you may be carrying on your shoulders. The curse, the blame and self-punishment you are currently inflicting upon yourself cannot make amends. Whatever we hold within us can poison us. Working with this card, it is time to be open about your remorse and to let what has been secret to be said. All right, so I don't know who you're supposed to be working with or what they've done, but they may have been the person who caused their own darkness, their own dark night of the soul. And if that is the case, they need to learn that punishing themselves repeatedly is not going to bring them to any type of enlightenment. It's going to keep them in that negative space. It's going to keep them in that darkness. If they have been transgressed upon, they need to forgive themselves a lot of times for allowing people to continually treat them like less than or beneath them, or whatever the case, for however long they've allowed it. Sometimes the apology that is owed is an apology to oneself. All right, so let's get into the witching hour. Which witching hour oracle would like to speak to my collective? Two of them. And we have, yeah, I knew it. I should have known it. We're going to start with the broken branch, but we have the broken branch and we have coven. So number 29, as we're dealing with this person going through their darkest night, this is one of my favorite cards in this deck because, like I said several times in this reading, it's not necessarily the relationship that they're mourning so much as the possibilities of what could have been. And so the broken branch, the key words say heartache, severing, letting go of unhealthy limbs for the greater good. This is a Three of Swords energy. So the person that you all are dealing with is in a lot of pain right now as they go through their dark night. When caring for a plant, it is important to cut off any parts that are dying, or the plant will continue to redirect vital nutrients to an area in hopes of saving it. The damage needs to be removed for the good of the entire plant, allowing what is healthy and strong to continue receiving enough resources for the plant to grow even healthier. The same is true for people. When you put all your energy into something that is dying, you are redirecting energy that could have been used to fuel stronger areas. When you focus on an ex, you're missing a chance to have a strong, healthy relationship with someone new. When you focus on your mistakes, you miss your strengths and fail to build upon what you're good at. There are some things or people in your life that are sucking up your energy and need to be severed for your overall well-being. The more time and resources you give this broken area, the more you will suffer in your own life. You may see this manifesting in a lack of money or time, spending more time working on someone else's projects to the detriment of your own, and feeling drained of your happiness and energy in the company of someone, or feeling a general sense of dread and lack of direction. Remember I said the person who we were talking about was feeling imbalanced, and I was saying they felt this anxiety and like a pressure on their throat chakra? It's because of the company that they keep. The company that they keep is keeping them in an energy of lack. They have to let go. They have to cut off the dead branches. Okay? And that's where you step in, which you're already enlightened, already been through the dark night of the soul, face ass a million times as their coven. Okay, so soul family, acceptance, putting yourself out there, the family you choose. The tarot companion is the Three of Pentacles, which did show up here at the bottom of the deck. Bam, there she is. All right, and it says, a coven is the family you choose, which supports you in ways that extend beyond any one ritual or spell. It is a connection that is richer than friends. It is alignment of people who share a soul mission expressed in infinite ways. The thread connecting the soul family is a divine and aligned that only the universe could have possibly brought these people into your life. This kind of kindred fellowship is only available to those who have done the beautiful, complex work of finding and embracing the true self. You are living so authentically that you radiate truth through every cell of your being, and that authenticity sends out a signal to the right group of people, a call that only those in soul agreement with yours can hear. There is a coven available to you, and they will begin making their way to you once you have accepted who you are. You will know them instantly when you allow your true self to be seen, and you are not judged for it. Of course, that means sometimes you will share parts of yourselves that others will reject. While it may be painful at first, rejoice in knowing that those people are not for you and you are not for them. You can move forward with the knowledge that they will have no place in the family you are gathering for yourself. Receiving this card is a sign that new people are entering your life. For relationships, this can mean a new love interest who has the potential to be a soulmate partner, or that you may be welcoming a bundle of joy soon. For finances or career, you may meet a mentor or someone who can help advance your career sooner. Okay, so you all are definitely meant to be somebody's coven, somebody's soul family. You all are meant to help someone feel a sense of belonging as they navigate through their spiritual journey. So carry that responsibility with, a sense of responsibility. Understand how important and how heavy this is for you to have been blessed with, this responsibility. So let's get an angel number and a postcard and a song message. Awakening, like, hello, spirit, on it. Number 77, awakening. Come on. Enlightenment, breakthrough, success, epiphanies, spiritual growth, and transformation. You are undergoing profound spiritual awakening that will lead towards a path of success, epiphanies, and breakthroughs in all aspects of your life. In what areas of your life are you experiencing spiritual growth, and how can you harness this awareness to achieve success and breakthrough? Good. Reflect on your recent insights or revelations you've had and consider how you can apply these to create positive changes and breakthroughs in your life. Ashe. All right. Twitter. All right. Your first card says, dearest you have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It is about establishing and firming up a commitment to certain experience, whatever form that takes. Your soul knows what you need to experience. Your destiny is to be present with all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd, to listen to your soul. You are special as much as you are also paradoxically one with the world, individual yet part of a great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where we are saying that you are on the right track, even if the ego self doesn't see that. Listen to your soul and check in with your spirit and then keep going. Spirit loves you, life loves you, we love you. Your second card says, dear you, do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone, or you might not have any value? Maybe you think you need to control everything or else nothing gets done, will be healed, be completed. Were you on my altar? Etc. Sorry, y'all. Juju want to catch the smoke. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome, but we do not think that that would be a good choice. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different. Set that boundary, delegate responsibility to another, and ask for your needs to be met. And when faced with impossible situation or sticky enmeshed relationship, repeat this mantra. I didn't cause it, I can't control it, and it's not my job to cure it. And then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part is that everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. We love you so much. This second card feels like it's for the mentee. It's for the person that you were sent to mentor. This one feels like it's for both of y'all. The first one, that you all both have a unique purpose and destiny that only you all can fulfill. All right, and let's get your song messages. Hey, Shonda. Song message for my collective. Runaway, Kanye West. This is definitely for the mentee. Let's have a toast for the D-bags. Let's have a toast for the a-holes. Let's have a toast for the scumbags. Every one of them that I know. Let's have a toast for the jerk-offs that'll never take work off. I got a plan. Run away fast as you can. Because they always find something wrong. Y'all, if you're going through your dark night, run away from them assholes. I know that it's hard. I know you heartbroken. I know you disappointed. But at the end of the day, they were some assholes. That was their purpose in your life, to be an asshole, so that they can help awaken you. All right? The next song. Period. This is going to be the last song for this, because remember I had said that y'all are supposed to be mentors and they your mentees? Happy Together is the song message by the Turtles. This is a destined connection. Y'all was meant to be soul fam. So run away from the assholes and run away to the people that you are destined to know, destined to be aligned with. Me and you and me. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you and you for me. So happy together. 'Cause I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. Okay? So, yeah, that's the message. That's the message. Be nice to y'all's mentees. Be good mentors. Don't make them feel dumb. Don't make them feel like they can't be heard, like they can't express themselves as they go through this dark night. Be the best mentor you can be. All right? That's part of your purpose. So don't be up here pissing spirit off because you want to be rude. The outcome was that emotional test for you. We know you could be blunt, but you don't need to be. Pick and choose. Okay? So that's the message, y'all. If that resonates, let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, all them things. Damn. Now it's time for the only reason y'all keep showing up is the personal readings. Y'all know y'all just want to get these free readings. But I hope the general messages do resonate with y'all. So in the comments, give me a number 1 through 50. Whoever gets the number gets the reading. 1 through 50 in the comments. Thank you, Carla. Like, it says nobody on YouTube, and then there's like random hearts. It's saying like nobody's watching on YouTube, and then on TikTok, and then it'll be like random likes. I don't know if it's a discrepancy or maybe people just popping in and out. I don't see no numbers. 1 through 50 in the comments. Let's go. Carla says 26 on. You seeing 02? Carla seeing 02. Carla said 26 on TikTok. 44. 26, 44. The encourager after. Interesting name. 2 numbers. That's it. That's all we get. 26 and 44. I guess that increases the chances. Y'all got a couple more seconds. And if you all are watching on TikTok, I do put timestamps. Only 1 number. Is that your final number, Carla? Only 1 number per round. Is that the number you want? Or do you want to go back to 26? Just 26. All right, Christine says 6. So 6, 26, 44, 33. That's so funny because she gets 33 over there, but went back to 26. All right, so what I was saying was if you're watching on TikTok, I do put timestamps on YouTube in the comments. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube and save the reading for today, and you can go back to it. All right, the number is, Black Lion. Hey, friend, you feel like guessing today? You're not scared today? Somebody's scared. I just got anxious in my stomach. $17. 26. What's closer to 17? 6 or 20? That's 10. 17. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I think Carla won. 1 number off. I think Carla won. Wait. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 33, 31. Yeah, I think Carla won. So, Carla, ask your question and we'll do 2 more guesses. Now, if you did not win, that doesn't mean that this message ain't for you or that it can't hit you, because Spirit will definitely hit you upside the head with this message if they got something to say to you. Okay, so ask your question. Because these messages if they need to. I was watching a YouTube reading last night, and why was I savagely attacked by my ancestors? I'm talking about rapid fire messages. I was like, damn, fuck, shit. What should I prioritize in my spiritual practice? That is an excellent question. Thank you for not asking about some man or some woman, whoever you like. Like, I understand that we be wanting to know about love sometime, but there's other things. There's other things in the world, and I'm just glad that people understand that. All right, so what is the overall energy for Carla as far as what should be prioritized in her spiritual practice? Did they tell you to work on your book? I think they did mention something about a book. They mentioned something about like exercise, eating right. It was a lot of shit. I was savagely attacked. Like, it was so pinpointed that I thought somebody in the room was fucking talking to me. Oh, okay. Well, Carla, one thing you need to be prioritizing is 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, your overall energy, and the 4 of Cups in the upright with the 9 of Pentacles underneath that. You need to be prioritizing your ancestors more. It feels like you're not, whatever it is that your lineage practices or have practiced, you're not prioritizing that specific practice, and or you're not prioritizing your lineage, your ancestry, your people. Your people. You're not prioritizing them ancestors. You're not prioritizing your ancestors. What's this about, Spirit? With the 9 of Pentacles there, with the 9 of Pentacles there too, 9 of Pentacles energy is independent energy, and I kind of feel like you're operating like a solo practitioner, which I don't see the problem with. I've had like elders tell me that I'm operating like a, you know, a solo practitioner and I need community, blah, blah, blah. Community comes when community needs to come, and the right people come when the right people need to come. But the first spiritual community that you're always going to have is your ancestors. Okay? So if you're not feeling guided to, you know, be a part of any specific group right now, then don't be a part of that group right now. But you are already born into a group. You're already born into a coven. And that's your ancestors. That's your family. Okay? So it feels like with this 4 of Cups energy, you have been given some type of spiritual message, some type of download, some type of nudge towards certain things that you have not, like, you're like, I don't want to do that. I'm not interested in that. Or, you know, like you disregard it. Look, girl, Ace of Cups in the reverse. I don't know if you're supposed to, and then 4 of Cups again. Okay, so you may really just be really anti, like coven, anti-group, anti, you know, whatever. And like I said, I understand that. I understand that because a lot of these people out here in these spiritual circles be sketchy AF and they be on some other type of time. So I get it. They be on some fuck shit. But it feels like there's some type of initiation, and it doesn't have to be a formal initiation within a spiritual practice, but it feels like there's some type of initiation that you were supposed to do, something that you were called to do by your spirit team via a dream, via a download. Like you received some type of spiritual message directly from your spirit team, and they said, we need you to do this, and you're not listening. They need you to do this because it's a part of your promotion. It's a part of your upgrade. It's yo, whoa. The cards. Whatever you're being asked to do is part of your promotion. As I kept pulling these cards from the bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands, another card of initiation. Another cards of initiation, a door opening. Ace of Cups, another door of initiation. And then the Judgment card, rebirth, renewal. It may have something to do with going to the water. You've had dreams of altars. Girl. 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 There's some form of initiation that you are, Spirit is making me want to say, were supposed to already have done. And they scared you. You said they scared me. Something that you were supposed to have already done. And they've been on you because it's so many 9 of Pentacles. Underneath that Judgment card was the 9 of Pentacles. And my hand is the 9 of Pentacles. Underneath this 4, it's the 9 of Pentacles. Stop trying to do everything by yourself. Stop trying to do everything by yourself. Stop trying to do everything by yourself. You had a dream of a waterfall. I'm definitely getting water energy. There's something at the water you're supposed to do. It may be a form of baptism. It really feels like initiation. I don't know if you're supposed to be in like an Orisha practice. I don't know if you like work with the Orisha, or if your family lineage has ties to the Orisha. What's the Cuban Orisha practice? Ifa is the African Orisha practice. What's it called when it's Cuban? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Either way, there is some type of initiation that you were supposed to have been done. And it just feels like your father's side is Puerto Rican. They practice Orisha tradition. You have a spiritual teacher, but she lives in Mexico. Y'all got phones. Y'all got Zoom. Look, you need to tap in with your spiritual teacher. Tap in with whoever you need to get a reading from. Whatever practice you're into. It feels like you were supposed to be initiated already. Your father doesn't, but somebody does. So, I don't know if it's Orisha. I don't know if it's an Orisha tradition, but there's something to do with water deities. I feel very strongly there's something to do with water deities. You have a tie to water deities. And it feels like they have been on you for a long time to initiate, to do something that you're supposed to do. There may be you may be conflicted about it for some reason. What's this 5 of Wands? You said you were scared. Maybe that's the conflict. And you got the 4 of Cups twice, which is just like, no, I don't want to. You can't make me. Lovers and the 2 of Coins. Do you have some type of, these are both cards of balance. Are you like conflicted about like the values? Like it's like you're not sure if you align with certain values. You're not sure if, I don't know if that fear is based in like a lack of education. You may know that your family practices certain things, but you're not, damn family, but you're not sure. I don't know. It feels kind of like a fear-based thing. I don't know that you know all the ins and outs or all the details about what it is that you're being called to practice. And you may be looking at it from a standpoint of like a demonized version. I think you might need to get more knowledge, more education on whatever this practice is, because I think that you have some internalized like fears. Something about why can't I talk? What you may have internalized is not necessarily what's true about it. You're learning about Mexican indigenous practices. You feel or far the tools. You don't feel like you don't have the tools. Okay. So your people rock with Santa Muerte. I'm gonna pull you an oracle from the Santa Muerte deck. But what I feel like, so when I was initiated by my ancestors as a high priestess. And to be a high priestess doesn't necessarily mean that you automatically know everything. It's literally initiation into a priesthood where you're going to be continuously learning, continuously growing, continuously receiving downloads from your spirit team, continuously. It's always going to be something. You're never going to know everything there is to know. Even after you become an ancestor yourself, you're going to be continually learning. So don't go into this feeling like you have to know everything, but go into it open to learning whatever it is that your bloodline needs you to know. Because it feels like, not to say that you're late and not to say that time matters, but it's giving like you're late you're late for an important date. Like, hey, like they really got this, they got some things that they need you to do, and you over here late the fuck. Thank you, sweet pea. So we're gonna give you this angel number real quick. I'm gonna pull you a Santa Muerte, and we're gonna do a song message. Already I'm late. Yeah, you're already late. Santa Muerte. I like that message for you. I don't know what this is, but I like the imagery. I think I kind of know. Oh, okay. This imagery feel like it ate a little bit. Before we pull your song message, let's start with your angel number, 818. And it says breaking old patterns. Patterns, reflection, change, growth, mindset, and cycles. Pause and reflect before moving forward with any project, even if you're deeply invested. Taking time to reconsider can benefit everyone involved. Avoid getting stuck in negative thought patterns, as what we focus on tends to manifest. What old patterns or negative thoughts are holding you back? How can you break those cycles and focus on positive change? Take time for a personal retreat or journal about patterns that you want to change. Reflect on past experiences, shift your mindset, and introduce small positive changes to build healthier habits. Your Santa Muerte. I was called to pull from this deck. And As soon as I see the word that this card is associated with, I'm like, ah. Look at this card. The skeleton's head is gone, and he's on top of it, digging into his brain with the shovel. Let me show them on YouTube so they don't feel left out, even though this ain't y'all reading. Okay. I have Cash App. I do have PayPal. It's savvysentient@gmail.com. But yeah, we just guessing numbers. So if y'all want to donate, I greatly appreciate it. We would never say no to the coins over here. So get into the imagery, you know, tap into your intuition. But this is what it says. It says memory is the capacity to conserve and recall information, emotions, and events by searching within our minds. It forms one of those bases of human knowledge, and it is fed by sensory impressions left on us by what surrounds us, and will form the next material world of actions. Memory is also the function that allows us to recall our ancestors, the people we have loved that have left us, just like our past experiences. The advice from the dead: take advantage of the reserve of culture and experience that the people who came before you have accumulated. They literally gave you an ancestor message when I said you have not been connecting to your ancestors and their ancestral practices. This card of memory is about ancestral memory too. When you tap in with your ancestors, you're connected to all the knowledge that they have as well. I know that this is fact because I've experienced it. So it is time for you to initiate. It is time for you to tap in with your ancestors. And it is time for you to connect with their ancestral knowledge. Everything they know, you already know. I have literally gotten spell work from my ancestors. No human person has told me a bunch of the spells that I know. It's literally been downloads from my ancestors. And I write them in a grimoire. It's time for you to tap the fuck in. Let's get your song message. What's the song message? Your song message is Cleaning Out My Closet by Eminem. Said, I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry. So tonight, I'm cleaning out my closet. I don't know how that resonates for you. Perhaps some of the ways that you think about this practice or occult practice in general, it's time for you to clean that out. It's time for you to reset. Remember I was saying that earlier, that you might have some preconceived notions about this practice, and it's not necessarily what you think it is, and you might need to learn more about it. So maybe clear out what you think you know and allow your ancestors to teach you. Allow your elders to teach you. Okay? So that is your message. We got 2 more numbers. Guess a number 1 through 50. Black Lion, you so ridiculous, bro. Guess a number 1 through 50. Whoever guesses the number, you're welcome, Carla. Whoever guesses the number gets the reading. Timestamps are on YouTube in the comments. We got 31. We got 22. We got 3. 29 on TikTok. And don't forget, just because the message isn't for you, don't mean the message isn't for you. Some of y'all need to tap in with your ancestors too. If we're being honest. Tap the screen, tap, tap, tap for me. 3, 22, 31, 29. Any more numbers? 1 through 50. How is 18 significant to me? It's not, other than the fact that it reduces to 9, which is a number that is significant to my ancestry. 42. Somebody already said 3. Christine. $43. Every time I do a drawing, you hear 18. You might need to pick 18 then. That might be somebody talking to you. The 18. Yeah, they're reading what? All right, y'all ready? We got 29 on TikTok. And ooh, 24. Hold up. Sophia might have got it. Hold on. Black Lion said 42. You said it backwards, my boy. Kel said 22. Sorry, Sophia. Look like Kel's got it. All right. Now, just because you didn't win, don't mean it ain't for you. So stick around. Come on, Kels. ¿Dónde está tu pregunta? Why is Black Lion terrorizing y'all in the comments? Yeah, 18 is not significant to me other than being a number that reduces to 9. 9s are significant to me in my path and my ancestors. I love y'all. Y'all want to know about y'all spiritual journeys. I love that. Kels also would like to know what she needs to hear in regards to her spiritual journey currently. Timestamp. And let's see. Come on, Pen. Hazel being such a sweet little baby. The other one, on the other hand, y'all know how he get down. All right, messages for Kel spirit. Speak to me, speak through me. What Kels need to know about that spiritual journey? I'm not terrorizing a single soul. Sounds like something a terrorist would say. All right, overall energy for Kels. Interestingly enough, Kels, your overall energy is the Ace of Cups in the upright. Now remember, homegirl had it in the reverse in her spread. I got the 9 of Wands here as well. And as soon as I looked at that 9 of Wands, I heard, keep on pushing. You gotta keep on pushing. 9 of Wands energy is triumph after adversity. It is that wounded warrior pushing through to the finish line. What is this about, Spirit? So as it pertains to your spirituality, it's been a bit of an uphill battle for you. There's been a lot of adversity you've had to overcome on this spiritual path. And it feels like it has a lot to do with relationships. How you relate to people. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. But definitely it's through relationships. And it feels like there's a new one on the horizon for you. We have the Knight of Cups. This is a messenger of love, a messenger of spirituality. And someone coming to you with a spiritual message. This is a soulmate, a counterpart, lover's energy. This can also just, soulmates don't have to be romantic, y'all. They could just be platonic. And the Sun card energy with the Judgment at the bottom of the deck. Nine of Pentacles is still underneath that. So, I know I said I ain't want to do no love readings, but it's kind of given that, like, there is a connection that's coming in, a divine counterpart that's coming in to, like, bring about a lot of happiness, a lot of success, a lot of freedom. With the Judgment card can be a card of renewal. It can be a card of rebirth. I don't know if this is an old person, though, is what you said, not love. This might be an old person. Clarify this Knight of Cups coming through, like, I've seen the light. It's just a strength test, Spooky. We have the Strength card with the Pisces energy of the Hanged One. So I feel like this is someone coming into your life, trying to offer you something, and it feels like a test. This person may have been karmic to you. And I feel like for a long time, you might have felt like you couldn't live without this person. And I feel like you got over that. I feel like in the last time that you separated from this person, you gained some level of clarity about the connection, about who you were while in this connection, who this person was to you while in this connection. And I think that you had gained some type of clarity, some type of freedom, some type of, it feels like you were like reborn innocent, reborn free, reborn pure. This relationship like shifted you positively, even though it wasn't a positive relationship. It gave you like a spiritual rebirth. We have the Ace of Cups again. I'm getting almost like a baptism through the relationship to help you become pure, innocent. Does that make sense? Tell me about the Sun. I feel like I don't even need the clarity on the Sun. I'm literally just seeing like you going through the trials and tribulations of this relationship, and it's making you like, once it's over, I'm like seeing you pushed out of what? Almost like a car wash. Why are they showing me like a car wash? Like you go through it, the car wash, you know, there's all that shit in the car wash. There's this thing going up and down, this thing going left and right. Is all this soap, is all this water, is this hot wax, it's like all this shit. But then you come out sparkly clean. Like that's what this relationship did to you. And this person might be coming back around just to see if they can. And you're like, no, you can't, because I'm different now. I'm pure now. Does that make sense? Nine of Pentacles is showing up again. Give me a little bit more on this, Spirit. Queen of Coins. Look at you. Look at you. This relationship told you how to love yourself in the purest form. Even in your darkness, it showed you that you were valued. It showed you that you still deserve to be loved. The universe, your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors loved you even when you couldn't see that you were lovable. And something about this relationship, damn, look at the bottom of the deck. It's the Lovers again. Something about this relationship. Oh, that's crazy. Something about this relationship empowered you, even though it's a relationship that made you feel powerless. This is a relationship that took you to a dark place. And you were like reborn through this relationship. It helped you attain your power or reclaim your power. I'm hearing now. I was looking, feeling like $1,000,000, and I was fresh dressed. Like the way you pulled up out of this relationship, out of this car wash, you was looking, feeling like $1,000,000. Well, what you dreading it for? What, Kels? You can pass this with flying colors. Cause who do you love more, them or you? Who do you love more? Girl, what? Damn. That's funny as fuck. As I'm giving this car wash analogy, one of the YouTube subscribers is saying that they just canceled their car wash deluxe plan for $40 a month yesterday. Yo, that's crazy. But yeah, you can pass this with flying colors, Bookie Butt. So I don't know why you are dreading it, because you gotta love yourself more than you love this person. This whole relationship, you just not wanting to deal with the person at all. Okay, valid. Valid as fuck. Period. Valid as fuck. And I mean, and stand on that then. If they block, let them be blocked, no matter how they come. You don't even got to have a conversation with them. Just so-and-so send a message request. Oh, blocked. I don't even know who that person is. Fake ass spam account. Don't know who that is. It's probably them. Blocked. Stand on it. What's the angel number here for Kels? Stand on it, girl. Ooh, ooh. Stand on it. Stand on it. Stand on it, girl. Ooh, ooh. 1212 is your angel number. And it says choices, decisions, stability, caution, focus, future priorities, and clarity. The universe advises you to act with caution. It's important not to pursue all of your ideas at once. Instead, make a choice and focus on the option that will provide more stability for your future. What choices do you need to make right now, and which option will offer the most stability and long-term benefit? Take time to evaluate your options carefully. List the potential benefits and risks of each one, and choose the one that aligns best with your long-term goals and provides the most stability. You seen 12-12-12 yesterday? Well, there go your confirmation, Bookie Butt. And what is the song message? Ain't gonna love you in private. They threw a bunch of them out here, but I'm gonna take those two. Honorable mention, Cleaning Out My Closet, Just One of Those Days by Young and May featuring Monica, and Back to Black. That might be how they feel. We only said goodbye with words. You like, no, I said goodbye with a block. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? I've cried 100 times. Block. All right, so the first song, Mistress. It's better that it hurts. It's better that it feels this way to me. I can't get too comfortable, 'cause loving you is not my destiny. It's better that it hurts. It makes the lesson stick. When it hurts, it makes the lesson stick. When they mistreat you, when they mishandle you, when they break your heart, it makes the lesson stick. All right, and Free Minds by Thames. This is the piece that you cannot find. You found it once you blocked it. You found it once you blocked them. But behind my mind it runs. All these thoughts have troubled me. Fighting to give up my pain. Fighting to be on my lane. Mama, come on. Cause I feel you on that, sis. Introduce a lot of motherfuckers to my block party. No, DJ, well, only them and the motherfucker goofy motherfuckers block prior to them. My block list is cute. Cute and long. They're blocked for the rest of this lifetime. Period. Stand on it, girl. Ooh, ooh. All right. Yeah, girl. They might come around with the fuck shit and shenaniganizing, but you already choosing yourself. The pain was enough for you to learn to prioritize yourself. Your mind is free now. Your path is clear now. Don't fall for any more shenanigans. Prioritize yourself. Prioritize yourself. What you doing, okay? It kind of just feels like a spiritual checkpoint. Like spirit is making sure like you really learned the lesson check. So now we can move on to the next thing. So and I just feel like too, even if it's not the same person, or even if it is, it might be multiple people that they send around. They might send a new person that's on some fuck shit just to see if you're standing 10 toes down on prioritizing yourself and loving yourself and the self-care and all of that, or if you just mad at that person and you just blocking that person. They may send another person with the same bullshit just to see if you gonna be like, nah to your ass too. Period. The pain makes you stand up. Stand up, girl. Yeah, don't let nobody else come up in here with the bullshit either. Keep on standing. Keep on standing. Stand on it, girl. Ooh, ooh. All right, we're gonna do one more number. Then I gotta go do some meal prep because I've been out here not doing the right thing, and that's why my ancestors was dragging me. They dragged me so hard with that reading. You couldn't tell me that wasn't a personal reading. It was a savage attack. I was like, God damn, my bad. And I cooked them a good ass. I made them some, drop your numbers in the comments 1 through 50. I made my ancestors some buttermilk fried chicken, marinated in buttermilk. It was so tender and juicy and delicious. I made them some macaroni and cheese with smoked Gouda, Kobe Jack, and sharp cheddar. Made a nice little roux. It was so brown and flavorful. I made them some corn on the cob, some cornbread. They might have tried to get me because I did use glory greens because I was exhausted. I really didn't have time to be busting down no greens. But I made a good little offering to my ancestors. And then here they come. They was like, hey bitch, go to the gym. Stop being lazy. Finish that book. Eat better. You're not eating right. I'm like, damn. The fuck? Should be the picture on my book cover. Ancestors dragging my ass. That's not gonna be what the picture is. Black Lion, thank you very much. All right, 1 through 50 in the comments. I don't know. Maybe it will be. I'll think about it. You very funny, Black Lion. You very funny today. 1 through 50 in the comments. Choose a number. Choose a number. We got 35. We got 27. Hey, both of y'all gonna choose 27? Pamela, you gotta pick another number. Mercury, 35. I ain't see you up there. Okay, 35, 27, 41, 44, Oh, 38 instead. Would you be mad if it was 18, Pamela? Okay. Pulling the number now. Oh, I always know they be with me. One thing about me, ever since the beginning, ever since I was introduced to the concept of ancestors and created my altar and tapped in with them, I did whatever they said do. I'm very obedient. I'm hard-headed, but I am obedient. I know I'm their favorite. High key. I'm high key their favorite. You said 3. All right. And the number is... Oh, Christine came in with the swoopty-doopty. The number is 6. Christine said tree. Give me 3 times 2. Give me 3 times 2. That's my guess. What's your question? But behind my mind it runs. All this is trouble me. Give me 3 times 2. What's your question? Hi, Juby. You being asleep, baby? He just sitting there acting like he not bad. Like y'all don't know him. He being so sweet. I think he just really be wanting the door to be open. That's why he be wilding out. Because he just sitting there like he's not bad as fuck. Well, the people that work will people who work in ICE wake up before it's too late? So funny you should have mentioned that. I actually have to do another reading. I mean, I'll take the question, but I got a channel the other day when I was channeling for like these readings, and it was just so graphic that I could not do a reading on it here, like on the public platform. So I now have to do a reading on, you know, the channel message, and I now have to do a reading for Patreon and YouTube specifically on this topic. But the channel that I got, it felt like it was specifically about ICE. And it's very graphic and it's very specific. So it's very interesting that you asked that question. So, I mean, I'll see what I can say as far as answering that question. But if I get any more downloads pertaining to that channel, I'm not going to be able to say it. All right. So Christine said, will the people that work at ICE and ICE wake up? Let us see. What's the overall energy? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. We have the 3 of Swords. And I told y'all the message I got was kind of graphic. It's kind of... So, 2 of Wands, 3 of Swords. There may be some type of division between certain people who work for... We're going to call them Hielo. El Hielo. There are people for... There's going to be some type of division. Because what I've been feeling lately, seeing lately, just based on like comments and engagements that I've had with people pertaining to El Hielo, is that even though they do get this money, this bonus to be a part of El Hielo, that they may be motivated in other ways as well. So we all know that they get this sign-on bonus for being a part of this. But the way that the sign-on bonus works, hi babe. The way that the sign-on bonus works is that they get $10,000 per year for 5 years. And if they don't fulfill their obligation, they have to pay that 10,000, 20,000. Whenever they decide to tap out, they have to pay it all back. So they're basically signing up to be indentured servants, which is foolish, first of all. But then some people were saying, like, they feel like, especially the ones that we be hearing them talk with an accent, we be like, do you have the papers? Why are you asking me if I got the papers? Like, do you got them? They feel like some of them are being motivated by, like, their families being threatened. Like, they're on the same side as us, but they're being pushed into working for El Cielo by their families being threatened. I think that that's absolutely true. So I feel like there's going to be a choice that has to be made. Some of them are going to choose, ooh, Hierophant is right underneath that. Some of them are going to choose the path of righteousness. Some of them are going to do what needs to be done from a moral standpoint, regardless of what's on the table. Because they're going to not realize, the fact that what they're doing is wrong is going to weigh so heavily on them that they're finally going to be like, hey, I got to back the fuck up. Like, this not right. I can't do this. All right. Others of them, unfortunately, Three of Swords energy, they're going to endure a sort of suffering unlike anything that they have ever experienced. And that came through on my channel. That was part of the channel. So some of them are going to actually choose, like, this shit's not right. I'm tearing up families. I'm hurting people. And it's not going to sit right with them morally. They're not going to be able to do it. And they're going to have to just take the L, whatever the L it looks like for them. Others of them are going to be so 10 toes down working for El Cielo that it's going to come to their own detriment. Tell me more about this, Spirit. Four of Wands energy. Four of Swords energy. 44 may be very significant here. Ace of Wands. And it gives that duality yet again. Some of them are going to do what is in alignment, what brings about harmony, while others of them are going to do what brings about restlessness. Four of Swords obviously comes after the Three of Swords, but with it in the reverse, it's like the pain that they experience is going to carry on. It's going to put them in this energy of restlessness. Like, it's going to be so long term. I cannot read this to y'all, but I just need to. One specific, okay, this is all I'm going to tell y'all. This one part of the channel says, and they will give one a torment like they have never felt. And then they explain what some of the people involved in this situation do. It's wild. It's wild. Okay, so again, some people are going to choose an energy of alignment. They're going to choose to do what is divinely guided. They're going to choose to do what is right. They're going to choose, regardless of what the consequence is, to do the moral thing. Others of them, they're going to stay 10 toes down. They're going to keep on doing fucked up shit. It's going to carry into an energy of restlessness. It's going to persist. It's going to get uglier. Whether y'all know it or not, Ace of Wands energy, all of this is divine. All of this is what's supposed to happen. All of this is ushering in a new beginning. All of this is ushering in a new beginning. I know it's ugly. I know it's disgusting. I know we're hearing so much fucked up shit. I've been giving y'all a lot of messages lately about children. And then I just yesterday found out that they were kidnapping kids. Like, I've been telling y'all that the ancestors were going to come back. They're coming back into this 3D realm through the chosen. So those of us who have the capability to, engage with ancestors in that way. And they're coming back through the children that are being born. I think that they know that. And I think that's why a lot of kids come up missing. Because they know that those are not children. Tell me more about this, Spirit. Ten of Wands. It feels like the burden that is El Cielo is going to be over soon. We're going to be unburdened of them. 4 of Wands with the 10 of Wands with the 4 of Pentacles. I think their numbers dwindle because of the amount of them that choose to do the righteous thing. The ones that stick around, they're going to be released in another way. What you said, off with their head. Off with their head, Pam. It's funny that the Page of Swords shows up as I'm talking about children. Because like I said, the children, yes, they are children, but ancestors are being born through them. They're kidnapping them. They're taking them. And it's going to be the children that cause their demise. One way or another. Tell me more about this, Spirit. Eight of Swords, imprisonment. Eight of Swords speaks about self-imposed imprisonment, though, as well. So it's, I'm getting a bit of irony here. Like, literally what they're doing is imprisoning people in encampments. But choosing the position of being a part of El Cielo puts them in an imprisonment themselves. Okay. Okay, slow down, Spirit, slow down. Choosing to be a part of this organization puts them in an imprisonment themselves. They cannot express, they cannot speak about what it is that they do, who they work for. Because literally the whole world hates them. They can't talk about it. Queen of Pentacles energy is my card of the universe taking care of things. With the 3 of Swords. What they're about to experience, this imprisonment, within this imprisonment that they've placed themselves in, they're about to experience their own kind of hell. Spirit is saying they think that they're important. They think that they're special. They think that they're valued, and they're not. When it hits the fan, when it gets too hectic, there will not be help sent for them. When people start to get in their King of Swords energy, when they start choosing to wield their own swords, and when it gets too heavy, no one's sending help for them. No one's sending help for them. Do y'all remember January 6th? I think y'all might remember that date. A few years ago on January 6th, a very specific leader said, hey, go down to that place down there. I'm going to be right behind y'all. Go down there and do the thing. The people went down there. They did the thing. And that specific leader did not follow them down there. Left them hanging out to dry. Same thing's about to happen to El Hielo. Yeah, go out in the streets. Go and do whatever y'all need to do. Y'all are protected. Unlimited protection. But when the people rise up, some of which will be veterans, some of which will be those who have pledged allegiance to the U.S. military, when they rise up, they will not send in any help to help these people. They are going to go down. They're going to go down. They are being used. And they're in such a fucked up position right now that even if they tried to denounce El Hielo, the people are not fucking with it. So not only does your employer not support you, not only is your employer not going to save you, no one in the streets is going to save you. They have already signed their own death warrant. So for the few who wake up right now, who realize like this is not cool, I gotta get the fuck out, I can't be doing this to people, they may be spared. But I don't think that it's gonna go the way that they think it's gonna go for the rest of them. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about. Pam says she's moving. The ICE rented a house across the street from her a month ago, and that was the confirmation to get the fuck out. And she moves to a new place in February, in the first week of February. Christine said it was on her heart and she was praying. Pamela said she heard detrimental doomsday. Off with their heads. They be having meetings at 2 to 4 a.m. in that house. Oh, they trying to get spiritual protection. You pray for them to wake up. You send love and light and protection and healing into all those facilities and the darkness to the light. Well, that was thoughtful. The foreign ICE agents face deportation if they refuse to do the evil deeds right. You had a premonition about this. Number 6 was picked. And the channel that I received, it seems like it adds up to 5. The numbers they gave me, it seems like there's going to be 5 key players in all of this. There's going to be 5 key players in all of this. But we're just going to have to see how it plays out. But yeah, this doesn't end well for them either way. Like you said, some of them face deportation. Even if they don't get deported, they have to live in a country where everybody knows what they are. You have literally no friends. And even if you happen to find a friend that's not an agent of El Hielo, the majority of the people that you encounter are going to be your enemy. 345. Angel number is 345, and it's the energy of personal power. I think they already been doxing them, Pam. They already been doxing some of these. One guy was a pastor. There's a whole thing going on over there on Threads. Like, he not only got exposed, but his record came out about how he beats women. So Personal power, strength, change, reflection, empowerment, future creation. You have the personal power and strength to create the changes you desire in your life. Reflect upon your current situation and identify the areas of dissatisfaction. Your future is in your hands and it depends on how you choose to shape it. What specific changes do you want to make in your life and how can you use your personal power to achieve them? Take a moment to write down the areas of life where you feel dissatisfied and outline actionable steps you can take to address these issues and create the future you desire. That's already happening. People are already claiming their personal power to handle El Cielo. They already doing it. I'm telling y'all. They really think that they are this like ultimate superpower and it's about to get real ugly for them. And the misdeeds that they're doing, the essays, the kidnapping, what? Like, people are not forgetting. People are not finna just, Not My Job by Mac Dre is the song message. Not My Job by Mac Dre is the song message. And that might very well be the energy that some of these, or like this, the standpoint that some of these Hello agents take. Like, oh, I can't do this. This ain't my job. I'm not doing this. This ain't my job. I can't do this. For some of us, it may be that we need to understand that it's not our job to try to fix this. Some of y'all need to understand that it's the divine doing exactly what its job is to do. Like, as fucked up as all this shit seems, this is what was always going to happen. It was what was meant to happen. It's what needs to happen to usher in the new world that we're ushering in. Systems, old systems are falling. Patriarchy, white patriarchy in this country is falling. The proudest thing that I'm seeing right now, like I was literally in tears. I was literally in tears the other day. So there's this woman that I follow on TikTok. What's her name? Star Lady, I think her name is. But she's an astrologist and a witch. White lady. And she's creating, I won't say she wants to. She is creating, well, skin color does play an important part. Spiritually, we can say like no one has a color or whatever, but we are divided outside of, patriarchal systems. The reason why we all look a different way and have different paths and all this that we follow is because it's in direct alignment with our spiritual nature and our spiritual path. Okay, so this white lady, Star Lady, wanted to create this basically church for white women. And this church is literally supposed to be, it's a group for them to face their biases, to face the way that they have supported and upheld patriarchy in this country, and basically stand up against it. So how do I explain it? Basically, they're like taking to the front lines. They're basically correcting the wrongs that white women have, perpetuated to uphold the patriarchal system that currently exists, that has made it a problem for everybody else. Like, this whole country was founded on racism. She understands that. And she's using the privilege that she gained from it to deconstruct it, to fight against it. Do you know what type of awareness that takes? And anyone who joins her, they have to be at a certain level of awareness to even be a part of something like that. to be able to say, yo, my people have caused this much hurt, this much pain, this much discourse in this country, and literally only my people can fix it. No, they're not Eastern Stars. It's not even a church. It's not an affiliated. It's not a Christian thing. But this is just what she's calling it. She's an astrologist. She's a witch. But this is what she's trying to do. To live in the South and to have had this, the kind of conversations that I've had with non-Black people, to have the kind of experiences that I've had, and to see a white woman moving this way, chef's kiss, and power to her, and protection on her and everyone who follows her. I mean, like, I saw a particular race shocked and outright rage when that girl got unalived in Minnesota. But for so long, people with my skin color, that type of atrocious. Yeah, but you know what? That was part of it. Like, it had to happen that way. It had to happen that way. Because as long as it was us, no one was going to hear us. As long as it was us, nobody was going to hear it. It's been us for hundreds of years. We're not valued by society in the same way that a white woman is. Her destiny was literally what happened to her on that day. That is something that she chose before she got here. She knew that this day was going to come. Maybe not in her physical human awareness, but she signed up for that. She signed up to be a catalyst. And it did exactly what it was meant to do. I talked about this before. Same thing with COVID. It wasn't until people had to sit the fuck down and didn't have nothing else to do but watch TV to realize, oh, Black people do really get fucked up out here in these streets. Oh, they really do, like, be innocent. They really do be compliant and still be getting killed. That's fucking crazy. Maybe I should do something. The way that I've been seeing white people waking up and using their fucking privilege. Jolly Good Ginger, do y'all follow him? Jolly Good Ginger, I'm gonna cry. Jolly Good Ginger has been on the front lines. On the front lines in Minnesota, risking his life, risking his body to bring us the truth of what's really going on out there. Experiencing it firsthand so he can get on his platform and be like, hey, they taking the phones. Don't bring your cell phone out here. They taking people's phones and not giving them back. They taking people's cars and not giving them back. Somebody got a car note somewhere and that car missing. Missing in Minnesota somewhere. Shut the fuck up, Black line. You fucking hacky as fuck. It had to be this way. They created a system of racial division. They created a system of political division to keep us all pointing our fingers at each other and blaming each other while they was at the top fucking all of us. The age of Aquarius is bringing all of this shit to light. The divine mothers been rising for some years. I've done several readings about it. Y'all can check the catalog. I'm trying to help, twin. But this is how it was always going to be. Kamala was never going to win the election. She couldn't. Because if she did, none of this would be happening. Would it be more peace? Sure. Jolly Good Ginger, he might be on YouTube. I follow him on Threads. I follow him on TikTok. I follow him on Instagram. Let me see. And if I can find Star Ladies, I'm gonna find that TikTok and I'll put it in the Discord where she was talking about the church for the white ladies. He does have YouTube, I think. Yeah, he does. Yep, he does. So y'all can find him on YouTube. But he's on everything, I think. But yeah, to see them out here using their privilege and standing on the front lines, like this is not something that is new, but it's something that is not common. Like there was white people that walked with Dr. King. There was, but there wasn't a lot. There wasn't a lot that was willing to risk it. You know, it wasn't. But it seems like there's so many people waking up now. So many people not willing to be, you know, willfully ignorant. So many people realizing that they don't have shit to do with owning the libs or, you know, fuck Mac. It don't have nothing to do with none of that. All of that is about separation. They finally realizing that it don't matter what side you on, we all getting fucked. And they trying to do something about it. In this whole system, I've been feeling for a long time, like the Democratic and the Republic, like we not even finna have that kind of government after this. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think there's going to be a government that has that much division. I think it's going to be like a world council or, you know, just representatives of different walks of life from every state coming together to govern. I don't know, but I don't think this is what it's going to be no more. Because this was all part of it. This was all part of the division. This was all, like, all this shit's collapsing. And that's what it needs to be. And, like, even think about that. Like, the other world leaders, they not with none of this bullshit either. What was it? Was it Iran? Iran was saying, like, when they say, you know, unalive America, they're not talking about the citizens. They talking about poopy pants. That some people are saying that's old footage or whatever the case is. But, like, nobody wants this bullshit. Nobody wants this nonsense. Everybody's fucking tired. And it's time for a change, and the shift is coming. The change is coming. That's what all of this shit has been for. So, unfortunately, Kamala was never going to win. She won, but not the election. Like, she did what she was sent here to do. She did what she was sent here to do. Okay? But, yeah. As far as El Hielo, I don't think that they're going to be around too much longer. And I think a lot of that's going to have to do with the citizens of this country. And I think that your boy not going to save them. He not. He don't care. He don't care about them like they think he does. Just like them Jan Sixers, he didn't care about them like they thought he did. He just likes to stir discourse. I initially didn't either, but she was the worst. She was the best candidate, is what I'll say. I'm not going to speak negatively against a black woman, but there were some things that I took issue with as a queer lesbian of you know, African descent. There were some things that I took issue with, but as a person in politics, there's always going to be something that you're doing right or something that you're doing wrong that people are taking issue with. So I voted for who needed to be voted for. I voted for who needed to be voted for. But like even that, like 92% of black women, maybe even more, because my voter registration was not right. They had me as a black male. So I guess I was part of that 50% of black men that voted. You don't think so? I hope not. I was saying before this election that I think we need to just be single, but I guess they gave us another one. You voted for Batman? Bruh, you made me sick. And now we living in Gotham, my boy. And now we living in Gotham. So how'd that work out? AKA Bruce Wayne. You so annoying. Batman is my favorite superhero though. And then who does that leave us with? I hope you don't think that the third candidate gave a fuck either. But I also don't think this is the last of Kamala. We're going to see her again. I've had a dream about her. I don't know that she will be a president, but I do think she's going to take some type of leadership position again. She will be in a position of leadership. None of them wanted Bernie Sanders to be in it. Honestly, not this election, but I think the one before, I was voting for my boy Buttigieg. I felt like we needed some young blood with some razzle dazzle. You know, he's a homosexual. They probably wasn't trying to have they wasn't ready for that. No homosexual young white man president. But I'm here for it as a gay. As a gay, I vote for Pete Buttigieg. But yeah. Y'all, I gotta go. But yeah, we'll see what happens with ICE. We'll see. I'm gonna do that reading and see what else comes out. I ran the channel message by the rest of my coven, and we kind of all agree that it sounds like it's about El Cielo. And I kind of want to see what else comes out. But I don't think they're gonna make it, my boy. They don't have the support that they think they got. Ain't gonna make it. Ooh, 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 oh. They ain't gonna make it, y'all. They not. All right, well, I gotta go. I gotta meal prep. I gotta clean up and all that stuff. Get ready for a busy weekend. It's restaurant week, and I'm gonna be working my ass off. So let's leave it here, guys. I'll post the Discord in the community tab if y'all want to join the Discord. It will be in the YouTube community tab. It only stays active for 2 hours. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but it will be there. Go ahead and click on that and join the Discord, and we can continue to chat while I meal prep. Hey, Bridge. How you doing? You got your glasses, friend? Did you get your glasses? What you gonna take as a compliment? Oh, okay. Not me. All right, and yes. Good. All right, I'm finna go. You all late? You coming when I'm leaving? You might want to run it back on YouTube. I'm leaving. I appreciate you coming by though. All right, gang. Discord is going to be on the community tab in YouTube if y'all want to continue the conversation. I'm going to do that now before I forget because ADD is real. But yeah, it's not going to be, we're not going to be having too much more ice, I don't think. All right. But until the very next time I read for y'all, y'all know you can book readings on SavyCynthia.com. It's the only place that you can book. Join the Patreon. Join the channel members. That's where y'all gonna find stuff. If you're a channel member, I just did a Clock My Ops reading. It's up there. Then none of y'all watch it. Okay. You gonna call me on, oh, you gonna see me on Discord? Okay, I'll see you in the Discord. Thank you, boo. Appreciate you. No say. You still got that name? Aw, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, guys. See y'all later. Wishing you love and light, and I'll go get right and see you in the next one.